Hey, yo, it's Megamouth, and today I actually have a classic video game review for the Virtual Boy, Jack Bros. What score does this one deserve? Well, of course, the Virtual Boy was a largely failed video game system in the mid 1990s from Nintendo. In fact, it's the worst ever performing piece of hardware. Uh, you know, Even though it was such a disaster for Nintendo, I actually remember seeing display units in stores like service merchandise in the 90s, and the few times I got to play it, I actually really enjoyed it. However, I will admit, the only red and black color scheme is a little bit hard on the eyes. I do remember it kind of messed with my eyes even as like a younger kid. It kind of gave me some headaches and stereotypical stuff like that. And so ultimately, it's very understandable why the Virtual Boy did not succeed. But, for the mid 90s, actually having basically a virtual reality piece of hardware, 3D visuals, sort of 3D visuals, sorry, it was actually really a good experience in the store, particularly if you had a good video game to go with it on the display unit. And ultimately, there were very few video games that were made for it, but out of the ones that were, some of them were actually pretty good. Now, this one, Jack Bros, is actually one that I had not previously gotten to play, so I didn't really know what to expect. I had seen a little bit of video on it on YouTube before, and ultimately, this game was developed around the concept of kind of the novelty of having depth to this video game, going from a higher level down to a lower level. And in terms of the gameplay, it's relatively simplistic. You control a character. I believe this is kind of like a spinoff of the Shin Megami Tensei series, Japanese RPG series. So these characters, you control them. You have a few attacks. You can go around the stage and defeat enemies, and you can, get keys and move on to the next level and things like that. And so ultimately, I would say it is a little bit of a simplistic video game. Had I paid full price for it back in the mid '90s, I think it would have been a good technology demo. But would it have been really truly worth the money? I would say probably not. This game ultimately it's just fine, but to me, it really does come off as more of a tech demo. And so, even from, if I was giving this a score back in the mid 1990s, I would have said, it's okay. It's not outright a bad video game. It's just not going to be an all time classic. It's not really going, hold the test of time. This one is probably worthy, even back then, of a score of like 3 out of 5. And from a modern perspective, I would say even though it's not outright bad, I really can't give it a score of more than 2.5 out of 5. This is Mega Mouse signing out. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe.